Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the New York Mets and Aaron Nola is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
I'll tell you, this team could really use a turnaround from Cespedes. Well, he's really struggled in this recent stretch. You look at it, he has only 1 RBI in the last 10 games, and he's hitting in the middle of the order. They're expecting a lot more production from him, and I'm sure he's expecting a lot more from himself.
Here's Jed Lowry now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Lowry, a native Oregonian. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
There is Franco. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Just getting started here in Philly. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Jason Vargas, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Lowry on the move. He has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. in the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Batting third.
Guys, you know what we call that? We call that turn and burn. That's a bullet single down the third base line. Third baseman's not able to make that play, can't make that play. He's playing almost bunt defense, fearful of having to come get something. That ball was hit way too hard.
First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Reese.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. Still no score.
Leading off for the Mets.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's got 3 base hits in 31 tries. He's taken him deep once. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game, able to cover a ton of ground. Speed is definitely this guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Robbie Cano now as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Cano waits on the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. McCutchen is under it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
Fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Vargas, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a line drive right to Lowry at shortstop.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Standing in, Odubel Herrera. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Lagares is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they've amassed the most strikeouts in the league while also issuing the fewest walks, a feat that makes their coaching staff extremely happy. As one of them said to me, when you can rack up strikeouts like we do, but not walk anyone, that tells you a lot about the incredible stuff our pitchers have, and they trust it. Guys, it's an aggressive pitching staff with a lot of swing and miss in their game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The next 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Hernandez is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. So 1 man gone for the Mets in the 3rd, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the 3rd baseman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To 3rd. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, number 44, Jason Vargas.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Jason Vargas. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to the left side. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So here now is the pitcher, Aaron Nola, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Ready for another chance? Gene Segura, second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch of the at bat. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, right
Hey,
fielder.
pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
And now Bryce Harper. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Cespedes will put this one away to retire the side. Phillies leave a couple. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's Juan Lagares back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Juan Lagares is retired to kick off the inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 4.
So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And that'll illustrate just how different these pitchers are. You can see 95 is the top speed for one starter, with the other topping out at just 89. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping in now, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cano has it on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order through 4, still tied. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
At the plate, Yoenis Cespedes looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground for Hernandez at second base. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The batter, number...
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Turned on down the line. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run shot here for Robinson Cano. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0. Into the box, Peter Alonso. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Harper is there and he has it for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. First offering on its way. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Frazier possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Ball 1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. McCutchen is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Middle of the night here in Pennsylvania. It's now 2-0 New York. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said his hitters have not been able to lay off the first pitch at all. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it is when you're not getting hits out of it. We looked at the numbers, and they've already hit into 9 first pitch outs in this one, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
In now, JT Realmuto. Softly hit here to the left side. On to first, and it sails right by him. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, G. Segura.
Gene Segura standing in. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. Throw into third. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Here's Bryce Harper now as he sends it on the ground to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. 5 innings complete. Mets out in front 2-1. Now at the plate, Jason Vargas. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Number 44, Jason.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. McCutchen is after it, and they can't run it down. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Fouled off. Lagares leads off first with 1 away. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now Ramos with a swing and a deep drive to left. McCutchen going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season, and the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Hit hard, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Well, left fielder, number 22.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Shot toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. McCutchen rounds the corner and is headed home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 4-2 game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. He grounds it sharply to third. Frazier is there, and there are 2 away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, JT Realmuto. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. From the stretch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Herrera stands at second with 2 gone. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble, and this will kick off the base of the wall.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Nick Williams will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Nick Williams.
Bounce to first. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Mets lead it 4-3. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Juan Nicasio is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 12.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. His lifetime line against Nicasio. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. I'm set with the 0-1. Popped him up.
Cespedes.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson
Cano will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. 0-1 the count. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, number 20.
Ready once again, Peter Alonso. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And Todd Frazier on deck will have a chance to bat this inning.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-World. Not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down the third base line. Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets leave 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Leading off the inning, Gene Segura, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for Philadelphia.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Gesellman takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 65, Robert Gesellman. Now playing third.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez.
Number
He'll
6.
swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn 2 pretty smooth.
Now pitching for New York.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Wilson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Up the middle and off his leg, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 4-3. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. No balls and 1 strike. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
The next 0-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. First delivery to him on the way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. His lifetime line against Nicasio, he's gone 3 for 8. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Heading out towards shallow right. Harper in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Harper looks up. Gone! It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry, number 17 for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
And this is big right here. It's one thing to be winning late in the game, but going up by 2 runs makes a huge difference. Now their bullpen doesn't have to be perfect, just good. Takes a lot of pressure off, especially when you're on the road.
Wilson Ramos will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Michael Conforto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-3 New York. Jerry Familia is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Jerry Familia.
Striding into the box, Andrew McCutchen. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Andrew McCutchen.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Hit out towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Now in the box, Odubel Herrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Count. Here's the pitch, and here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
In the air out to left. After it is Cespedes, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Conforto is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Next for Philadelphia, the catcher.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. He's set, and the pitch. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Jay Bruce will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Jay Bruce.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The runner scores from second.
The batter, number 2, Garza.
Sean Rodriguez. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Sean Rodriguez.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. Luis Avilan answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit out towards second. Backhanded on the second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We've played 8 full. The Mets lead this one 5-4. Sean Rodriguez will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 13, Sean Rodriguez.
Drew Smiley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. This pitch is popped up, and there's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Cano waits on the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 20.
So striding forward now, Peter Alonso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Line towards center field. Herrera will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 5-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edwin Diaz
please.
comes on looking for a
changes
save here
for
in the
the
bottom
Mets.
of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 39, Edwin.
Striding in to start the 9th,
Now playing
Bryce
second
Harper,
base
as
and
they'll look to
batting
get
in.
something going here
Number
and even
1.
this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season. And
he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
In now, Reese Hoskins. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. Yep, there's another heater right there. He is not going to deviate. He is going to pitch to his strengths. He doesn't care who's in the box.
Swing and a liner, but unfortunately right after shortstop for the second out.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The New York Mets used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jason Vargas earned his 9th win of the year. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 31st of the campaign.